Alright, homies, we are back. And we have probably the most exciting thing to happen to this game in ages. So, the brand new mode is here. This is United Warfront, and it's essentially FaZe take on a co-op mode. So, we're gonna go ahead and do my very first run in here completely blind. I don't really know what to expect. If we head over to rewards, though, we can at least see the listing of the fights we're going to be doing. So I'm assuming these are all of the mythic and legendary and emblem hero fights that typically we'll always get when these banners drop and we can play them on Abyssal. They're not including the Abyssal difficulty, though. You can only go up to Infernal, which is a little bit of a like disappointment, I guess you could say. Or is it really? I mean, is this going to be so difficult that having Abyssal in here would just be a menace? Now, here are the rules as well. So, together we make it through, of course, meeting co-op. So, form a team to battle powerful foes, selecting heroes both from your own army as well as another player's. Choose whose team to utilize from the list of 3. Select a player whose heroes you want as part of your team. And then clearing a higher difficulty level will earn you the rewards from all the levels below that level. So, as we saw, you just want to do Infernal the whole way through, pretty much. Select 4 heroes to fight as a team, 2 or more of which must be from another player's army. So if you wanted to, you could just choose the entire team to be from the co-op person, whoever you're paired up with here, which would be very beneficial, of course, if you're playing with Wales and they've got an insane roster lined up. You probably just want to use their stuff instead of your own stuff. Also, your characters can't be used more than once, which I think they'll explain that in a moment. Also, you can only have 1 sing or dancer and also 1 ally with a save skill, which is the same restriction as in Chaos Season in 8th Raids, so I guess that makes sense. Also, Summoner Duels as well. Alright, and then duplicate heroes can't be on the same team, so you can't have a friend Emblem Mike and then your own Emblem Mike and just run like full Emblem Mike. And then heroes who participate in one battle can't participate in later maps in a set, including duplicate heroes. I'm assuming that only applies to your characters as opposed to the co-op person, because, like, how are you going to be able to control if you choose one guy who has a co-op team and then he's got Emblem Mike, and then the next guy has Emblem Mike, and the next guy has Emblem Mike? Like, I don't think it's going to exclude you from using Emblem Mike, as long as it's the friend, but your own one, I think they will stop. But I guess we're about to find out. And then a bonus tip is that you get bonus stats, 10 HP, and all stats up 4 to characters from the same titles. Right now, the title is Radiant Dawn, so we're going to try to use characters from that title. And then Legendary and Mythic Blessings are deactivated, and also Duo skills and Harmonic skills are deactivated too. That's a big deal, because in the Abyssal maps, you can steamroll pretty much all of them by just spamming Duo skills over and over, right? So, like, that was a very wise choice on their part, I would say. It's the only way to really make difficult PvE fights in this game is to turn off Duo skills. Okay, so these are my proxies. This is what I have set up. Since you can only have 1 dancer, I think Gale Forcers are going to be pretty good. So we've got Elincia there with the Heavy Blade Seal, and then also Edelgard, who is the best, apparently, Radiant Dawn character. Nah, it's because she's paired up with Altina, but I've got Bold Fighter and Gale Force on her. Then we have, of course, the Bride Micaiah, who is godly after her refine. I would have gone for attuned, or, yeah, is it attuned Micaiah? But I don't even have her, so I can't. But I do have Soaring Echo, at least, on this Micaiah, so that should help. And then, of course, our boy Emblem Mike, who I don't have Breath of Life 4 on yet. I'm still trying on that banner. I'm summoning away, but I've been having awful luck on that one. Alright, so let's get this show started here. Okay, so these are the people we have to work with. Somebody missed the memo here. He's running all 3 houses. Alright, then we have this team down here, Max VDV. He's got Brave Robin. We've got also Legendary Robin. Then we have Sheeta and then Reinhardt. And then Denny's, a place that I hate to eat at. I actually have never eaten at Denny's. If you've had Denny's before, let me know. But it seems like garbage being passed off as food. So, okay, we've got triple Corins, and then all of them are plus 10, and then we have the Attuned Azura. I might actually go with that. Well, hold on. Let's take a look at builds here. Okay, this guy doesn't have Lagoo's friends, so that's a no-no. All right, no Lagoo's friend. We're pretty much just looking for Lagoo's friend here. Okay, this guy, he's probably decent in here. Attuned Reinhardt. Alright, Sheeta's probably good. Sheeta with this Robin would be pretty solid because that's giving her unity stacking. Okay, here we go. That's the stuff. We got Lagoo's Friend on that Corrin. Counter Roar over there. And then this one has Counter Roar. I might just go for this one. I think we're going to go for Denny's. So we'll take that team. Okay, do I want to replace anybody? Let's see. What is the first fight? Which map is it? Oh, we can't check map? Hold on, let's see here. Okay, yeah, so Yune isn't very tough. This is an old one. She was one of the original Chaos heroes, or one of the original Dark Season heroes, so her map isn't going to be that bad. So, in order to save, like, space on which allies I have access to, I'm probably just going to run this full team here. Because we don't want to use my allies, and then we're just going to run out of uses for them when we need them for the tougher fights. Okay, we also have save on the Brave Core in there, but I don't think we want to go for that. I think we want to just, like, have this core in right here just completely tank all of this shit on turn 1, right? Okay, also reinforcements are going to spawn, so we don't want that to happen. We want to make sure that whatever we do is going to be... Oh, she's got the Refine equipped. Interesting. I don't believe she has her Refine on the actual Abyssal map of this. And then this guy's got Guidance 4. So some of these characters have recent skills. Look at this. One of these fools... Yeah, this fool right here. He's got Weaving Fighter. This dude's got Assassin Strike, so they kind of, like, upped the difficulty a little bit here, didn't they? Yeah, I would love to avoid reinforcements if possible, but I don't think there's actually a spot on the map where... Well, actually, I guess right there, right? Okay, hold on. Let's go for a dance. So that'll give us Incited and a bunch of other things. And then we'll just make sure that our Corrin over here... I should have actually... made sure we had the stone tile support for her, but... Alright, let's see how this goes. Hopefully it's not too bad. Alright, he's got Assassin Strike, of course, so he should be able to do a little damage here. Alright, but we have Lagoo's Friend negating Fang, so actually, no, he can't do any damage. Alright, there we go. 105. Pretty nice. Yeah, dude, negating Fang with Lagoo's Friend is one of the dumbest combos. Okay, so this flyer went in first before the armored unit, so that means we're not going to be able to bait the armored unit on this turn. Okay, so we will have to deal with the reinforcements, sadly. But the fun thing about this is that, of course, it's co-op, so we're able to use all of these busted plus 10s with crazy kits that our friends have, and it's not going to be any skin off our backs, right? So, like, this is definitely something the game needed, a step in the right direction where... Instead of being against the whales, we're actually in favor of the whales for once, right? Like, the whales can actually help us out for once. So, yeah, I mean, I would love to see more content in this manner, where we have more PvE, more co-op, more things like that, more just a community effort, I think, is what we need, where the community comes together and helps each other out, as opposed to being at each other's necks and trying to kill each other, like in Summoner Duels and Aether Raids and Arena. We need stuff like this. So hopefully Insys is on the right page and they decide to do more of this. Okay, we can go ahead and do that. We'll definitely go for it. Alright, it seems like we've got this first one in the bag. I don't think we're going to run into any issues until we get to, like, Emblem Ike. That's probably going to be a tough map, because obviously the ways to deal with Emblem Ike are pretty limited. Can you imagine if they gave him Breath of Life 4? Because it seems like they are giving new skills to characters here. So, like, can you imagine dealing with an Emblem Ike that has Lagoo's Friend 4? Couldn't be me, man. Does this girl have Kanto? Yes, she does. Okay, that's good. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go for the dance on this core in here, because I don't want to deal with more reinforcements. So we'll just get rid of this guy, because he had... Dazzling Staff, or she had Dazzling Staff. So I don't want her to attack me for free. And then just let more reinforcements spawn in. And then this Corrin right here should have, what you call it? She should have the Incited support up from the Azura. Alright, so Negating Fan kicks in, and then we're going to demolish this guy. And then we're going to do the exact same to the armored unit. So, alright, first round, pretty easy. But when you've got friends like this Corrin, everything should be easy. Okay, so the first one was Yune, right? So the next one is Ashura, I believe. Alright, let's go ahead and move on. Let's see what we've got next. I don't think Ashura's is going to be too tough either, because obviously Ashura is one of the older releases. Okay, who do we want to go for? Which team are we looking at? Okay, so we do have a team with Emblem Mike, which obviously would be very good. Also, this guy's got the Altina there, and then he also has Sheeta. So this is a pretty solid team. Maybe not in terms of merges and fodder, but let's see what else we have. Okay, pretty recently built up Baby Kana there. And then we got Byleth. We have Ilyana, a pretty loved Ilyana, which is nice. She would also get the bonus here from Tellius. And then we have a no-quarter Seliph. Pretty nice build there, but probably not ideal for Abyssal content, I would say. Yeah, honestly, I'm kind of feeling this one. Let's go with this team here. We can just body everything with Ike and Altina. All right, so we are up against Ashura here. All right, so of course today also we fought Ashura for the limited hero battle where we could only use characters from, I think it was Radiant Dawn. I just plopped Emblem Mike right there and bodied the whole thing. So I think that's what we're going to do here as well. I don't believe any of these guys can threaten Emblem Mike, so we could probably just go in just like this, right? Unless I want to bring more support. Maybe we should. Maybe we should bring like some more support here. Oh, I was gonna toss in the who is it? The Springtime Peony or Spring Mirabilis, the one that dances and then gives you also a bunch of support. But I guess we're not gonna go for that. I'm just gonna toss Ike on this defense tile right here, and he should be okay. I can't imagine any of these units being able to beat him otherwise, so unfortunately, the Lance Knight isn't going to reach, so we'll just prepare for the next turn, and then we'll deal with the reinforcements. It's probably going to be a long video. Hope you guys are strapped in for a long video, because obviously I wanted to just do a first reaction to this, because I've been waiting for co-op forever. I think a lot of people have been. So the next step would probably be guilds as well. Like, add some guilds here where we can join a team with our friends and then be in a guild and take on some maps and content together. The thing that I had in mind was the Lagdo Ruins and also the Tower of Volney from Sacred Stones, where you clear waves of the monster enemies, which I think would be awesome to get in here. We don't have them yet. Like the white, the skeleton guys, the gargoyles, the Cerberus, the what else? Cyclopses, Gorgons, Medusas, like all of those monster enemies from Echoes and also from Sacred Stones. I think those would be awesome to get. So like have them be the enemies for a co-op mode, and then like make it real-time co-op as well, instead of this, how it's like, as opposed to real-time, it's how would I describe this? Like just PvE pretty much co-op where, oh, I didn't want that to happen. I didn't check that one of these guys had saved there, so I wanted Ursula to get rid of the blue guy there, but I guess it doesn't really matter too much. Yeah, we'll put her there so that Altina can then get Pathfinder. And we'll get rid of this guy right there. And then I think Ike should have us covered for the rest. I don't have a copy of this Altina, by the way. I would love to get her. She's on the current, like, secondary winners of the Choose Your Legends banner that's going on right now. I did my tickets on there, and I had no luck, so that's usually how that goes. You don't really get anything when you're summoning with tickets, but yeah, so I mean, sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. My luck is always better off camera, though, so I tend to summon off camera nowadays. Gotta love that. 0 times 4, even with the bonfire. And then 6 damage just turns into like 56 damage or whatever it was. What the hell were they smoking when they made Emblem Mike, man? And then you would think, like, a character like Emblem Mike, who is so centralizing to the meta, like, not Summoner Duels, but for Aether Raids and Arena, he's very centralizing. So you would imagine a guy like him, they would try to nerf him, right? But no, they go ahead and release freaking Breath of Life 4 and just buff him even more. It's like the complete opposite of Fallen Edelgard. Imagine if Fallen Edelgard came out and then, instead of adding, like, more counters to her, they just kept on adding buffs to her. Like, how would people feel about that? Okay, no Quarter Alencia. I would prefer if she had Gale Force here. Oh, nice Thea there. Potent and Prime, pretty good. Citrine is nice because we can pass off buffs. And then, wow, look at the unit here who has Breath of Life. Oh my god, dude. It's the alien face. Oh, man. Can someone explain to me why this unit doesn't have a Resplendent alt yet, by the way? Like, if ever there was an artwork in the game that needed fixing, I would think it's this. Right? Like, come on. What are they doing here? What is going on with this face? Hoshino Lily, come on. I know you know better. I know you can do better than that. But also, that was day 1 when the game had 0 budget. Okay, Robin would be pretty good as well. Robin, Hinoka, and then also Camilla. I would avoid using, like, player phase strats unless you have a lot of Gale Forcers for this, because when it comes to Abyssal maps, you don't want to deal with reinforcements. If possible, you want to just, like, clean it on turn 1, so, like, it's probably best to just, like, use a bait strategy. And then here, Armored Blade. I would prefer if she had Gale Force, actually. But then it also has, like, these double Gulvegs, which could help us, and a Dancer. Oh, man, I think I'm going to go with this. We're up against the Micaiah map, though, so let's go ahead and check the map here and see how that looks like. Okay, I don't believe the stairs are trenches there. These are trenches, but, like, the stairs we can go through with calves. And then it doesn't look like too many relevant new skills here. This guy has Wrathful Tempo, but I don't think that's a big deal. I could probably use Emblem Mike for this, but I think I want to avoid doing that. Oh, you know who we might be able to use? Actually, we can probably use the Fiorm that I have. The one that I redeemed from Hall of Forms, because look at this. Low-key, like, this is actually better than her base kit to run Godlike Reflexes and Lagu's Friend. Instead of running, what was it, Frostbite Mirror or something like that? Like, I feel like Godlike Reflexes is just better. And then Distant Bonus Doubler gives us the distant counter anyway. And the most important thing on her weapon, which is Null C, is there. So, like, we don't really lose anything from taking off Frostbite Mirror. I'm thinking she might be better. Like, all these Gale Forcers are nice, but I don't know if we really need them for this. And then this Triandra isn't even refined. She just has the upgraded dance skill. What does she give? Guard and Discord? Nah, I think we're going to go for... Let's see what other dancers I have access to. I've definitely got better dancers than this one. Okay, we could go for Azura, who would give us all stats and then, like, Null Panic and stuff. I think we're going to go for this one, actually. For some reason, I don't have her weapon on, though. Let's put her weapon on. I think I was training SP, and I had, like, auto battle on, so I took her weapon off. Oh, yeah, that should be okay. So I've got 2 of my heroes, and I think we have to take at least 2 of the friend heroes, so I think we'll do that. And then Edelgard can still, like, put in work. She's at +10. She's got Armored Blaze. All right, and then let's also please give her a better seal than what she's got there. All right, how about Bonus Doubler? Should be fine. And then we could give her a movement assist, but I don't have one. I don't have, like, swap or repo on her, so... All right, sure. Let's see what Fiorm can do. This Forma Soul Fiorm, this Fiorma Soul, right? Let's see if the Fiorma Soul can actually put it in. Now, Joel sang her a lot of praises, right? So, hopefully she is not going to be a nobody here and she can actually contribute. I think we should be fine. Yeah, look at this. She is just tearing ass on this Sword Knight. Alright, so that's pretty good. Oh, what I also should have did was give Peony Rock Slide Dance instead of Firestorm Dance for this one. But I guess it's not the biggest deal. And then we'll put Gulveg there so she's, like, not being obstructed by all this nonsense. Alright, Fjorm. Show us something here, baby. I think she can probably just sweep the whole team here. So this is probably the strat to go for, is just run, like, Lagoo's friend characters that have godlike reflexes, or something better, like Great Ether or Negating Fang or something like that. Because you should be able to easily, like, Omni-tank all of these maps here. I don't think that should be an issue. Alright, then Legendary Micaiah, of course. Gonna get completely wrecked. She's not a very recent unit. She hasn't even been remixed yet, so there's not much that she can do. And then, of course, we've got Null C, so even this Cleric is not going to get away with a free hit. Okay. Yeah, Fiorma Sol actually putting in work. Gotta admit, she's certainly looking a lot better with the build we've got. Oh, what happened here? Oh, she only has Null C against ranged enemies, and then we got hit by Flash there, so we weren't able to counterattack that guy. Okay, that's pretty annoying. But at least it doesn't look like these reinforcements are going to be much of an issue here. I hate that so much, man. Null C only against, like, range. Why not just give it to melee as well? Like, how unbalanced would that be? When we have stuff that just gets so much bonus damage and so much other nonsense that it's probably just way worse than unbridled Null C. Compared to, like, Emblem Ike with Breath of Life 4. Is that supposed to be fair? Alright, so that's the third map down. Pretty easy. Easy peasy Japanesey. Okay, so now let's move on to the next one. Alright, this is where things are going to get tricky, because these are more recent maps, right? So we have Elincia now. Elincia is who's a pretty tough character. And then finally we'll end with Emblem Ike. Okay, lots of Claudes down here. Unfortunately, I don't think Claude is in a good spot at the moment. Did everyone just miss the memo that Radiant Dawn characters get a bonus in here? Or is that just me? Okay, Lumera, wow, we're getting, like, no help from these friends, it doesn't seem like. Yeah, none of these are particularly ideal. For a second, I thought this was Legendary Camilla, but it's actually the Resplendent one, who has very pretty artwork, by the way. I actually do love this Camilla's artwork. Man, I wish she had Gale Force, though. Oh, boy. I guess we can go for the Veil one, because at least Veil will be able to provide... Oh, this is not bad. Buffer 4 godlike reflexes, that's okay. Not quite godlike reflexes, but it's the next best thing, I would have to say. But Elincia would probably melt that. Elincia probably demolishes that Shez, though. Oh, jeez. Do we want to use Emblem Ike for this one? Because, like, he's the only one that I could think would just be completely safe against Elincia without any issues. What else do we have here to work with? Oh, am I not allowed to use Emblem Ike because I took a friend Emblem Ike? Hold on, is that how that... Oh, wow, that is how that works. Oh, shit. I did not even know that. Okay, so it seems like if you choose characters that are on the friends team, that will then veto your characters that are on your team. That is very valuable information. I would not have burned that Emblem Ike so early if I had known that. And then these guys, too, they got burnt out. So then that explains why we're getting teams like this that don't have Radiant Dawn characters, because a lot of them probably have Emblem Ike set, right? So, like, okay, that's another level of strategy that goes into this mode, I guess. Oh, boy. So what do we do now, then? We're kind of boned, right? I mean, we could use this guy. Do I have null C4 on him? No, I don't. Yeah, he would have actually been pretty solid here, but... Because he's got the Vantage, but I don't have null C on him. Which is something I would like to have for this. I actually have null C on the male legendary Leer. Maybe we'll go for him for this one. It's a little rough, though, because that guy, like... He needs a lot of allies within distance of him to get his miracle effect off. And Alencia hits 4 times? God damn, man. She doesn't bite through DR, though. Not on this setup. So, like, that's one of the things we can take advantage of here. Alright, let's see. What do we want to use here for this? Let's actually have a think. It might be best to just, like, Gale Force this one. We can't use duo. If only we could use duo skills, I would bring Sanaki no problem. But without duo skills, I'm not too sold on her. Oh, Sharena actually might be pretty good for this. Yeah, Sharena's probably a good idea. Yeah, because Sharena alone can take how many actions? 3? We're not able to use her duo skill in here, but she can take 3 actions with Gale Force. And then we have, like, some other good Gale Forcer. Would be the way, like, maybe... I guess we would have to go with this Gulveg, right? Because the Mythic Gulveg I used earlier. Oh, man, this is tricky. This is pretty cool. I do like this. Where you have to think. And then there's this asshole who could just end people's turn for free. He might be a good idea. I'm kind of leaning towards Embla Sharena for this. Hold on, let's see. What do we have here? Yeah, let's get rid of Claude the Fraud. And then let's also get rid of her because I'm going to try to player phase here. And then these two have Repo and Arcane Threma, so they can debuff in 2 different directions. This one's also got Soaring Echo, which is nice. And then the plan here would be to Repo them up. They don't have any save units, which is good, and there's no trenches to worry about. And then this guy won't be able to warp as long as we get rid of him, right? So, like, between Embla and Sharena, we have... Oh, but then there's this space. We can't, like, actually... Damn, we could only get 1 unit up there at once. Ugh, that's kind of scary. Oh, man, we might have to take this one the long game route. We might have to, yeah, take our time with this one. All right, let's go in. Ideally, I would have wanted to repo on 2 spots so we could just get, like, as many characters up there as possible. But it doesn't seem like we're going to be able to do that. So if we can only get 1 up there... Oh, shoot. I should have gave, Or actually, no. She's got special acceleration, and I think this Embla has tempo built in somewhere, right? I could have swore this Embla had tempo. Okay, maybe she doesn't, but Sharena definitely has tempo. So what we'll go for... And the reason why I'm going to go with Embla is because she has Kanto Rem. Like, this unit has Kanto Distant, which is good, but also... I actually think Kanto Rem is better for Gale Forcing. So we'll go in here. We should activate Gale Force, yep. Alright, then we can attack somebody else, and then we can Kanto her... We should be able to Kanto back 4 spots, right? So we would end up back there. Yeah, why don't we get rid of Alencia right now? Let's stop her from doing her shenanigans with the warping. Alright, then we'll Kanto Emblem. Oh, actually. Uh-oh. I didn't check if they had Kanto control. I should have got rid of him then. Yeah, Embla's gonna die if that's the case, because this Brave Bow dude is just gonna kill her. Can we... Oh, we can mulligan. Okay. Okay. Alright, that moment never happened. You guys saw nothing. That was a glitch in the Matrix. That did not happen. Alright, we'll just redo that then. Get rid of him, get rid of him. Yeah, Kanto Control, just the best skill in the game, apparently. Pretty much. You know, people still fight me about that. Like, Kanto Control isn't the best, like... Or, like, Kanto isn't the best thing in the game. Like, what are y'all smoking, man? Take Kanto Control out of the game and then see what the best skill actually is, if it's not just Kanto. Because we were getting murdered by Yuri in Summoner Duels up until Kanto Control came out, right? Like, it's just complete nonsense having Kanto in a game like this, where you're limited on how many spaces you can move. Alright, we'll go in with Sharena first. Let's get this attack off here. Alright, she only hit once, so she's not going to Gale Force. Alright, I think we can leave her right there. Alright, we'll have Embla go in next. She should be able to Gale Force here. Alright, yep. And then we should refresh Sharena as well, which is good. Alright, then we'll go in first with Embla. And then we'll have our Kanto Rem to get out of the way. Can you imagine if some of these spawns came with Kanto Control also? Like, this is the new PvE meta. Just run Kanto Control on all the infantry units. If you really want it to be a challenge. Oh, I bet we could beat this guy, right? Oh, probably not, though, because we're not going to get Excel to activate. I was going to say attack Elincia from, like, here, and then Kanto back, like, over there, maybe. Alright, let's just get rid of Elincia. We should also be able to Gale Force here, which is good. Alright, how embarrassing would it be if this Shez lost to that Axe guy? That's like a bruh moment if that happens. Alright, let's go ahead and get rid of this Blue Thief over here. Alright, we can Kanto over there, and then we'll get Camilla to repo with Embla over there. Alright, hopefully there's not too many more reinforcements so we can just wrap this up. And then hopefully we have ways to deal with Emblem Ike, man. Because, I don't know, this is getting spotty with all the units that we're running out of access to. Alright, so Embla should be good here. Yeah, so pretty much for the early fights, don't waste Emblem Ike. I would say save Emblem Ike for maybe the Elincia map or the Emblem Ike map. Because that's where you're really going to need him. You don't want to burn through all your good characters in the early fights like I did here. Alright, so next fight, let's see what we got. It does help that you can mulligan, though, because can you imagine if you couldn't in here? Alright, so final map is Emblem Ike's. Okay, that's a really badly built Dancing Eldigan there. Alright, not a good build for Fargus, but surprisingly better than the build that I've got on him. Alright, then we got a Garnif, and then we also have here Tiki. Okay. Alright, Duo Leon, that's probably a good idea. Also, Fallen Lumera, pretty interesting. And then this kid has also Fomortis, too, with Armored Bacon. I'd love to see that. And then we have even Duo Ephraim, too. Or over here, we've got this guy, Leonardo, with Leonardo, who literally just released. Nah, I think we're going to go with this one here, Moskovic. Alright, so, homie from Mother Russia. Alright, let's see, what do we got here? Emblem Ike, of course, going to be a massive problem. We could probably just get him with AoEs, right? They didn't become assholes and give him, like, Breath of Life 4 or anything like that. Can you imagine? Oh my god. Okay, but we definitely want to replace some guys here. So we're taking off Ephraim. We don't need that dude. Probably for Mortis also. At least this Lumera is going to be able to support with these stone tiles. What save does this guy have? Far save? Okay, yeah, we don't want that. Let's take out him. So we're going to need some really good stuff here, right? Like some real Emblem-like killers. Who's a good... Well, obviously, Igreen is the one and only, right? He doesn't have AoE protection. Also, I guess Leon could get him too, right? Leon with the melt damage and then... But he's probably going to do 0 on the regular hit unless I somehow get Iceberg to pre-charge itself. Yeah, I mean, Igreen would be the first thought that comes to mind for beating Emblem-like, but, like, I kind of also don't think I want Igreen for this. Probably Robin might be a better idea. This duo Robin here. Let's give her a better seal. It is very nice that we can change seals on the fly like this for this mode. This would be very annoying otherwise. But one thing you can't do is change the emblem rings, though. So I can't give her, like, the Ike ring or the Marth ring. Which typically I do. I give her the Ike ring on that Robin. And then we need one more. I would say probably a dancer. Man, I would love like a really good bait. I guess we could use this unit as the bait unit. She should be able to put up a decent fight as a baiter. And then the Robin is here so we can beat Emblem-like. She might not even be able to, actually. Hold on. Let me check here. Because he's getting boosted stats, right? Nah, but as long as we take off his ability to use Great Ether, he's not that big of a problem. We will have to fight a lot of reinforcements, though. So I will go in with this. For lack of better units that we could have used. Probably should have gave her Firestorm Dance, by the way. But, I mean, it's a little too late for that at this point. Alright, basically, let's just try to bait as many things as we can on this first turn. Oh, are we allowed to lose units here? I would imagine not, because that's how it works in Abyssal maps. Like, if you lose a unit, that's it. But I guess we can't be 100% sure. Alright, let's leave her there. We can go for this. We can repo and just get some debuffs off. Alright, he's got Kanto control, but he's all the way over there, so we can get rid of this guy. By the way, let me know how you guys have done in this mode on your first try. If you guys are having fun with this, because to me, this is pretty fun. Definitely an enjoyable mode here. It's certainly a much better take than... What was that shit called again? The Affinity Auto Start? Yeah, get that nonsense out of here. What even is that, man? Come on. Insys, please. You know better. Hopefully Lumera can pull through. She took a lot of damage there. Wow. Why did she take so much damage? She's like just starting the fight without full HP there. How did she take so much chip damage? Like, where did that come from? Am I missing something? Alright, thankfully we're going to get an ether off so we can heal a bit. Yeah, that's very helpful. I love that attack animation too, that laser beam. There were a lot of laser beams in Engage, right? A lot of the characters had Kamehamehas, which is pretty funny. I guess it is the dragon game though, right? Okay, so we're going to save Ike for as long as... Well, actually, I guess we could just go at him right now, right? We just go ahead and do this, and then this should probably get rid of him. Wow. Wow, wow. What a guy. That Emblem Ike. That goddamn Emblem Ike. But we'll do this. We'll get the bonus doubler support on her from our Mirabilis, and that should be able to do the trick. Yeah, Emblem Ike is that scary. The unit specifically designed to counter him doesn't even do it raw. Like, we need... we need so much support to be able to body this guy. Oh, he's got T-Adept. And he has Ground Blade. That could be an issue for Robin. Well, not really. I'll just get him with Leon, because we danced Leon there. Alright, so we should be very close to the end here. 40 minutes of content. I hope people are, like, not getting annoyed by this, because this was a long run. But I wanted my first run to be on camera for this, because, of course, it's very hype, very exciting to get a co-op mode finally in Faye. Alright, we are very close to wrapping this up. Let's get rid of this guy now, and then I can't imagine this going much longer, even with reinforcements. Yeah, so pretty clean run for the first try. It's not, like, too difficult, especially considering the units we're able to use, but in that same regard, it can also be difficult, too, if you're not careful with which characters you use first for the early ones and things like that. Alright, so we get rid of the bat there. We should be able to win on this turn right here. We just leave them right there. Alright, we get the player phase on this guy. Am I, like, blind or something? Why does it look like Lumera is missing so much HP? How much health does she have? Alright, she has 36. Yeah, wow. It's just her base HP is so low. That's why it gives the illusion that she's on low health, but I guess that's what happens when you turn into a zombie. Right? Zombie mom. Alright, guys, that is going to wrap us up for our first and very first run in this mode. We got all the rewards pretty easily. And it seems, yeah, like I said, just Lagu's friend, godlike reflexes as much as possible. But if that's not an option, then you can also Gale Force it. So, yeah, guys, that's going to wrap us up. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I might actually change my proxies here to some less common units, because I think Emblem Mike is going to be on a lot of these teams, and if someone uses him early, they're not going to be able to use my proxies. So I might try to set up, like, less common good units that can proxy. Like, maybe my Fiorm is pretty good, the one that I got from the Form of Soul. So that's going to wrap us up, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed it. And this is your boy Tacho signing out. Let me know in the comments section down below what you guys are thinking about this new co-op mode. And I will catch y'all again on the flip side.